Just imagine, you wake up one morning and find out that one action you took the night before has doomed entire generations to slavery. Shocking, right? Well, that's exactly what happened with Ham, Noah's son. Hello, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to another inspiring video from the Bible in Focus channel. Today, we're diving into a story that many people know, but few truly grasp in its depth. Get ready for a journey through time, back to the days of Noah and his sons. It's a story of obedience, sin, and consequences that echo through the generations. What can we learn from Ham's sin and the curse pronounced by Noah? Settle in, open your heart and mind. Let's explore together the fatal mistake Ham made against Noah and find out why this ancient story still has the power to unsettle us and teach us important lessons about respect, obedience, and the consequences of our actions. The story begins after the flood, when the waters had receded and Noah's ark rested on Mount Ararat. Noah's family, he, his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their respective wives, were the only human survivors on the entire earth. Imagine the weight of that responsibility to restart civilization, repopulate the world, and above all, honor the covenant God had made with them. Noah, the man chosen by God to preserve life on earth, was known for his righteousness and obedience. He had dedicated years of his life to building the ark, facing mockery and disbelief from his contemporaries. Now, before a world washed clean by the flood, Noah had the chance to establish a fresh start for humanity. One of Noah's first actions after leaving the ark was to plant a vineyard. This act symbolized hope, a new beginning, the promise of life and sustenance in a land that had been devastated. The vineyard, with its sweet fruits and promise of abundance, was a sign that life would continue despite the destruction they had witnessed. As the years went by, Noah's vineyard thrived and produced grapes in abundance. One day, Noah decided to harvest the grapes and make wine. The fermentation process was known, but perhaps the post-flood conditions affected the potency of the wine. Or maybe, in a moment of celebration and relief after so much tension, Noah allowed himself to relax more than usual. The fact is, that night, Noah drank from his vineyard and became drunk. In his drunken state, he lay naked inside his tent. Nakedness, in that cultural context, was considered a great shame, especially for a man of Noah's stature and respect. Here, we see the first glimpse of human frailty, even in a man as righteous as Noah. It was at this moment that Ham, Noah's middle son, went into his father's tent. What he saw should have filled him with compassion and respect. Instead, Ham's reaction revealed the darkness in his heart. He saw his father's nakedness, and instead of covering him discreetly, he went out to tell his brothers. We can only imagine the tone of Ham's voice, perhaps mocking or full of contempt, as he reported his father's embarrassing situation to his brothers. His act wasn't just a violation of Noah's privacy, but a clear disrespect for parental authority and family honor. Shem and Japheth, Noah's other sons, reacted completely differently. When they heard Ham's report, they immediately took a cloak, put it over their shoulders, and walking backward so they wouldn't see their father's nakedness, covered him with respect and dignity. This act of reverence shows the noble character of these 2 brothers, in stark contrast to Ham's attitude. When Noah woke up from his drunken state and discovered what Ham had done, his reaction was severe and impactful. In a moment of deep sorrow and indignation, Noah pronounced a curse. Interestingly, the curse didn't fall directly on Ham, but on Canaan, Ham's son. "Cursed be Canaan. The lowest of slaves will he be to his brothers," Noah declared. These words, laden with patriarchal and prophetic authority, set a course for future generations descended from Ham through Canaan. Many wonder, why did Noah curse Canaan and not Ham directly? Some interpretations suggest that Canaan might have been complicit in his father's actions, or that Noah saw in Canaan the continuation of Ham's corrupt character. Others believe this curse was more of a prophecy about the future of the nations descending from Ham through Canaan. Regardless of the specific reason, what's clear is the gravity with which Noah viewed Ham's sin. The disrespect for parental authority, the violation of family honor, and the lack of brotherly love shown by Ham were so serious in Noah's eyes that they deserved a generational condemnation. It's also important to note that at the same time he cursed Canaan, Noah blessed Shem and Japheth. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem. May Canaan be his slave. May God enlarge Japheth's territory. May Japheth live in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be his slave. These blessings and curses set a pattern for the future development of the nations descending from Noah's sons. Ham's sin reveals several important lessons. First, it shows how a single act of disrespect and lack of love can have lasting consequences. What could have been a moment of compassion and filial honor became a catalyst for a generational curse. Secondly, this story reminds us of the importance of respecting authority, especially within the family. Ham didn't just fail to honor his father. He actively dishonored him by exposing his shame. This act went against all the principles of familial love and respect that God had established. Third, we see how our actions can affect not just ourselves, but also those who come after us. The curse on Canaan serves as a reminder that our choices have the power to shape the future of our families and even entire nations. This story confronts us with the reality that even the most righteous among us can falter. Noah, the man chosen by God to save humanity, had a moment of weakness. It reminds us of our constant need for spiritual vigilance and reliance on God's grace. Given this powerful narrative, we can't help but ask ourselves, if we were in Ham's place, how would we have reacted? Would we have chosen the path of respect and honor, or would we have given in to the temptation to expose a loved one's weakness? Dear brothers and sisters, may the story of Ham's sin and its consequences serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of respect, honor, and love in our family relationships. A reminder that our actions have the power to bless or curse future generations. And above all, a reminder of our constant need for God's grace and guidance in our lives. Take a moment to reflect. How have you honored those God has placed in authority in your life? Are your actions building a legacy of blessing or of cursing for future generations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective could be a blessing to others who are watching. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you've been touched by this message, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone you think might be blessed by this message. And stay tuned for the next video coming up on the screen. May God's grace and peace be with you.